We are the brothers of Delta Kappa Epsilon's Tau Alpha chapter at McGill.
We are the Alpha Beta Gamma chapter of Phi Kappa Pi in Montreal.
We are the brothers of the Gamma Lambda chapter of Sigma Chi.
Hi, we're the brothers of Alpha Sigma Phi.
Hey, we're the brothers of Alpha Delta Phi Memorial Chapter.
And this is my
Not just the absence of a no, but the presence of a yes, an enthusiastic one at that has not been forced or been pressured on anybody.
It's about getting a yes. It's not just no means no. Consent is about enthusiastic approval and more importantly, being in touch with each other and communicating adequately with each partner. If you don't have communication, you don't have respect, and to me, you don't have consent if you don't communicate.
So I guess, yeah, to me, consent is not necessarily something that is completely sexual or always intimate. It can be simple as respecting somebody else's personal space, or maybe them not wanting to be hugged or touched on the shoulder. So if they voice that uncomfortableness with you, you should respect that decision in all scenarios.
So consent is also something very dynamic. It's not something that's fixed. What's a yes one time doesn't have to be a yes the next time. It's always making sure that you're comfortable in a situation and not making assumptions on how the other person feels. It's always making sure that the other person is comfortable and just giving their consent.
So for myself, and I think for the Brotherhood, consent is a lot about respect and respect for the human dignity of others. Just on the level of humanity, we need to go through our days having respect for others. Doing to others what one would have done to themselves is kind of a classic term that someone uses, but it's actually something to live by. I think it's important in terms of consent to go through your university life and your life in general, having that kind of basic respect in mind and a commitment to that basic respect.
Consent is something no one should take for granted.
I suppose a part of our objectives of fraternity would be to join, maintain, and perpetuate a cohesive body of honorable gentlemen. When we're teaching this to people who want to become a part of our fraternity, and also to brothers who are in the fraternity, we a large part of that is, again, about communication. You need to be talking not only with other people, but with your brothers as well, about what you'd like and what they'd like and how you can kind of best come to that agreement. And obviously we want to have honorable gentlemen in our fraternity. We wouldn't have anybody else, and we don't.
The Jordan Standard is a list of 7 characteristics that we believe that every initiate of Sigma Chi should have. One of those characteristics is a deep sense of personal responsibility. Consent is all about making sure that you and your partner are both responsible and able to give and express your feelings about how things are going. And so we think it's really key that you're able to do that for consent.
So another characteristic that we emphasize on is being a man of good character. And this relates because a man of good character is someone who's a gentleman, who does not only look at his point of view, but others' points of view as well. And who actually takes the time to understand other people, not just looking at it from his eyes. So I think that kind of relates to respect and thus relates to consent as well.
Our values call us to better ourselves through our actions and words. The values of purity, honor, emphasize a pure moral standard to better ourselves as men. This goes hand in hand with the slogan of Consent McGill: ask, listen, and respect.
At Alpha Delta Phi, our motto is many hands, one heart. I feel like that's a good example as to how consent should be treated, since it's not one person's responsibility, it's the community as a whole. Something that all the brothers here value very much is being approachable. We like to think that if ever someone's put in a tough situation, that they could come talk to any brother here, any person in this house that could make them be more at ease. We have zero tolerance policy. If we see anything wrong, they're gone. The first thing for us when holding an event or just when we're out on the streets is making sure that everyone feels safe and that everyone's gonna have a good time and not feel in danger at any point.
2 excerpts from the Objects of Delta Kappa Epsilon are the development of a spirit of tolerance and respect for the rights and views of others, and the maintenance of a gentlemanly dignity, self-respect, and morality in all circumstances. This reflects directly with the values of Consent McGill of ask, listen, respect. As a fraternity, we do have philanthropic events. We have events that are just for fun, and like any guest, you want them to feel like they are being the priority. We can promise you that every brother in our fraternity has gone over how we are going to be regarding and being vigilant that everybody is comfortable, and if they're not, then by all means, we want people to feel that they can approach us. Because ask, listen, respect needs to be defined and it needs to be reflected in every event, fraternity or not.
Brothers of Phi Kappa Pi, Delta Kappa Epsilon, Sigma Chi, Alpha Sigma Phi, Alpha Delta Phi, ask, listen,
respect.